So how do we find the flag on the Hack the Box Explosion Lab? Well, stick around because that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. If you're not connected to the Hack the Box environment already and you're wondering how you get connected, I'll go back and watch video 1 in this playlist because that explains how to get connected with their VPN and how to run your first Nmap scan against their boxes. But if you're looking for a bit of a walkthrough and an explanation for that Hack the Box Explosion Lab, then stick around because we're going to be doing that right now. So we are connected to our starting point VPN. We've spun up the Explosion Hack the Box machine. We've got our IP address, copied it to our clipboard, and we are good to go. Just before I start answering these questions, I'm going to start the Nmap scan just so we can come back to it when we are ready. It's kind of the first thing to do really on any of these starting point VPNs is get a Nmap scan on the go. And so add our switches and paste in the IP address. So while that's going off in the background, we can start with these questions. So what does the 3-letter acronym RDP stand for? So if you've had any sort of job in tech, you will know that it stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. So submit answer. What is the 3-letter acronym that refers to the interaction with the host through a command line interface? So again, pretty basic stuff. It's the CLI, command line interface. Again, similar sort of question, but they're looking for the GUI, so graphical user interface. What is the name of an old remote access tool that came without encryption by default? Now, if you've done computer science or cybersecurity or just IT at any sort of college, university, or even in kind of later on in high school, you'll have probably heard the protocol Telnet. It's one of the oldest protocols and it's not really used anymore, to be honest, because obviously it's not got encryption. But yeah. So, what is the concept used to verify the identity of the remote host with the SSH connections? So the answer they're looking for is public key cryptography, but what I thought I'd do is I'd link this article here. It's a really good explanation of public key cryptography, also known as asymmetric cryptography. So I'll just link that and just know that the answer they're looking for is public key cryptography. So submit the answer. What is the name of the tool we can use to initiate a desktop projection to our host using the terminal? And the answer they're looking for here is a piece of software called XFreeRDP. I hope it's not case sensitive. Yeah, there we go. What is the name of the service running on port 3389 TCP? So we come over here and we look at our results from the Nmap scan, and we can see that the answer they are looking for is here. The MSWBT server. So we'll copy that and paste that in. What is the switch used to specify the target's host IP when using XFreeRDP? Now, I had to look at the documentation for this, and that's the great thing about documentation. It's always there, but the thing they are looking for is V semicolon. So now it wants us to use the XFreeRDP protocol to get the flag. That's the thing with these starting point machines. They often kind of allude to how you're going to be getting the flag, the question before. So again, to get the flag on this one, I did have to look at the documentation and kind of work out how XFreeRDP works, because you're about to see how silly it is when you are specifying that IP address. So first we type in XFreeRDP, obviously, because that's the service we want to use. Then /v semicolon. Then we put in our IP address. So we'll come back to the top and copy and paste it. Then we have to specify that we want to ignore the cert because there is no valid SSL cert on this box. We then have to specify the user, and the user we want to go in as is administrator. So press enter, hopefully that works. Password, we'll just leave that blank, and please bring up there we go, this is an RDP session. So we can come on here, and I'm pretty sure that the flag is just sitting on the desktop, but I can't quite remember, so hopefully it is. Depending on how long this takes, I might cut the video. There we go, finally. Cool. Double click the text file. There's the flag. Ooh. Oh, this is so slow. It's like lagging. There we go. Okay. Paste it in. Submit the flag. And there we go, guys. That's the Explosion Lab done.